Ottis Anderson, O.J. Anderson, Big Blue, they all love him where we're from, New York City. That's where we do the show. Mm-hmm. And Richard Walker is the sports director at KCAA Radio and played 9 years pro ball. And it's interesting, I noticed that you're doing stuff together and you're doing the obesity plan. And it's funny because Carver High, the guy that just threw me the show, the guy in the green shirt on the camera there, he says constantly that I'm a fat ass. He's just... You know, I had open heart surgery in November, and I gained 25 pounds. And my daughter, before I left for Vegas, she said, I love you. Boy, you're fat. That's what she said to me. So I think I need to be in your obesity program since I gained so much weight. And I have the other day I said I was having a C-section Tuesday at 4 o'clock because I have a Spalding NBA basketball in my belly. And I also am on a seafood diet. I eat everything I see.
That sounds like the program I'm on.
Yeah, we've been on that program before.
Yes, sir.
So, tell me about the program that you're doing with alumni in the NFL tackling the obesity problem. I'll tell you one thing real quick. So when I had open heart, they told me I had really bad apnea, 30. Mm-hmm. And the guy said to me, they're in charge of the NFL's apnea program because a lot of the players have 22-inch necks and they're 350 pounds. Yep. And they all have sleep apnea, literally like 95% of them. And the guy said to me, and I'm 6'4", 240, and the guy said, you have it like a 350-pound lineman. Wow. And I was a 30.
Right.
And he said, this is the reason why your heart exploded was because of your sleeping. And I think it all comes to a head, like big linemen, big necks, the weight, trying to lose that weight when you play in the NFL. Right. You're a big boy, Richard.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, you played 9 years. You don't tell me you didn't have it going. And then when you're done, you struggle to get it off.
Right.
And we all do.
Right. And it's what we're trained to be bigger.
Mm-hmm. You have to be.
The saying is you never trust a lineman without girth.
Yeah.
So you're trained to constantly eat and eat and eat. And it works while you're playing because you're exercising, you're working out, you're burning it off. But once it's like when you turn a car off, you can't just start it back up. Right. So you have all these years of constant exercise and working out regimens, and you all of a sudden it comes to a halt, either voluntarily or involuntarily, when your career is over. So you still eat the same. Your appetite doesn't change, but your routine stops. So you start gaining weight. Your metabolism
and then you're
goes
unhealthy.
Down. Right. Then you're unhealthy.
Instantly,
Right. Then your neck gets bigger, like you said. I actually got a friend of mine. I want you to meet Dr. Kevin Smith. He's here. That's what he does. So he helped me also. But I'll bring him over to meet you later.
Did you have it too?
Yeah, I did. I did.
Do you use the machine?
I tried it, and it didn't work, but I had to have my tonsils taken out.
Oh, so you know what they offered me?
Yeah.
They said, we have different ways that we can fix it. One, we can break your jaw. I said, do you think that would affect my TV show if you broke my jaw? And then he said they can take your tonsils out.
Yeah.
I said, do you think that would change my great voice? And he said, yes. I said, I'll take the third option. He calls me Top Gun now because I have on this pilot, pilot mask.
Yeah.
And I mean, I got to tell you, it drives me nuts.
Yeah.
When I'm sleeping at night, I hate this thing. I'm moving it around. I can tell I'm sleeping and I'm moving it around, and it drives me nuts. But how depressing is it when you play and you have that weight and you have, when you're done, have to get it off and you can't, and that struggle within mentally and physically is a mother foreller. It's hard to deal with. Like, it bums you out, doesn't it?
Well, with me, it was just the opposite. I kept my weight down, and then when I retired from the game over a period of time, I got up like 330 pounds, and it was not healthy. And brutal. Yeah, it takes a lot of willpower. It takes a lot of talking to yourself a lot because you go through all sorts of mental things about yourself and what you like and don't like about yourself. But what I found out is if your family members or your spouse or whomever that's close to you will be honest with you, be upfront with you, you got a better chance of getting it off rather than saying you're all right.
You're fine. You don't look bad.
Yeah.
Did it affect your, because it had to have, like, your breathing, when you were carrying that weight around, that's like exhausting. Just dealing with it. Being 330 is exhausting.
Try being 430.
Yeah. Oh, 430. That's like another level. That's top shelf status. 430 you got to?
Yeah.
What I found out was anytime I would bend over to tie a shoe or just being in general, it just was taking my breath away. When I stood up, I felt like dizzy sometimes.
Right.
And if I went up steps, it was like I got 2 or 3 steps, and I had to like pause for a while to go like, okay.
I have to do that now when I leave here because I had open heart in November. So
Yeah, you
when I
gotta
have
be
to climb
careful,
those stairs, I take 4 breaks. One, I have
should,
water.
yeah.
2, I have a sandwich. The 3rd break, I make a phone call. The 4th break, the guy goes, "What's wrong?" I go, "My legs are killing me." He has no idea. I have a 40-inch scar on my chest. I mean, you have that surgery, it sucks the life out of you.
Yeah.
It was brutal. And then now I have to do these sleep machines and everything else. It's crazy. So right now, you've lost $120.
$120.
How'd you do it?
It's through education was the number one thing to overcome, because things that I tried so many different things over the years and none of it actually worked because I was trying to do a diet instead of changing my lifestyle. And when you do a diet, you're only going to stick to it for so long.
And then you're going to gain it back.
And you're going to gain it back. So you change your lifestyle, you're always going to be who you are. I like sweet stuff.
Really?
I'm always going to be that dude. So I just had to find a way to incorporate things that I like to eat.
M&Ms. Everybody knows crack addicts love candy. I used to grab handfuls of M&Ms, peanut or regular, and just eat them, and nothing chocolate. Like, because you know, when you're a kid, you eat chocolate, you get zits. But when you're 58 and I eat chocolate, I don't get zits. I just get fat. And I eat handfuls of them. I mean, like thousands of them a day. So when I wanted to lose weight, which I've lost none of, I gained 25. I haven't lost any. I stopped eating the M&Ms. And when I walk by the big bowl of M&Ms that we have in my house, I cuss at it. You son of a... I talk to the thing. It talks to me like, have a handful.
Exactly.
Another one, goldfish.
Oh, man.
Not
those little things
the
are
whole
evil,
bag.
man. They're evil. They're evil.
They're evil. Have you ever eaten the whole box of them?
Oh, yeah.
And it pours out?
That was one of the things I thought was the hack, was they had the little packs that said, "Oh, this is only 100 calories."
Oh,
so
yeah,
I eat
right.
one.
Well, yeah,
I was only 100. Then I eat another one. Then I eat another one. Then next thing I know, the box is empty.
Of course. I've never not eaten, and the same thing with Doritos.
Yep.
When is the last time you didn't eat the whole bag when you opened it?
Right.
I eat the whole bag. When's the last time you got a pizza and didn't eat the whole thing?
Right.
All these people saving pizza for the next day.
Right.
I don't do that. You go to the all-you-can-eat lobster here in Vegas. I eat so much lobster, I'm in there for a day and a half.
Right.
Again, I always tell myself, you're not going to gain weight eating lobster and crab meat. You're good to go. I'll take some cocktail sauce. Hey, I love you and the Big Blue. I'm a Steeler fan, but I love you because I'm from New York. Richard, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Let me ask you one real quick question.
I got 15 seconds.
Why is this man not in the Hall of Fame?
I don't know. It's ridiculous. Someone should be in jail for that. Yeah. I believe fully in that. And you're a Pro Football Writer voter.
Yeah.
It's your fault that
I'm a college voter.
Get all your friends to do it. It's your friends' fault. Thanks, guys.